When your turkey comes out, you want to let it sit to absorb back all that great juice. The way you know it's sat long enough and it's cooled enough is that you'll be able to use your hand when you're carving it and not have to use a fork to pierce it, where more of that natural juices will come spilling and pouring out of the meat. With just a 5 to 6 inch knife, we're going to start with the back legs to open up the back so the breastbone will start cooling from underneath, which will make the breast peel off easier when we get to it. You're going to take your hand and just start pushing to the side towards your cutting board, and with just that top inch of the knife in between where the leg and the body meet, you're just going to slice right through. This is called scoring it. It breaks the membrane so that the meat will peel right off. The joint that connects the leg and the body is right there. The joint will pop open, and that's where you'll be able to go through with your knife, and you're just going to cut straight down to your cutting board and remove the leg. Then once you have the leg off, in the V of shape of the leg is where the drumstick and the thigh are connected. With just your knife in that space, you're just going to open up the next joint, cut it straight through to your block. I like to take my drum, put it on my end of my platter. Then you have a full piece of meat of thigh. The thigh bone will come out easy. You take just the point of the knife again, and you're just going to open up and run it along the bone on both sides. Once you can see the bone, then you can grab one end of it, and with the point of your knife, run the point along the bone and twist the bone at the same time, and the bone will literally roll right out of the turkey. Now you take your bigger knife, a 10 to 12 inch knife is fine. Remove your skin, because your knife will not slice through the skin and it'll dull your blade, and you'll be able to make nice solid slices of thigh meat, which makes it go a lot faster when you slice nice big pieces. Then I like to take the dark meat, put it right on the end of my platter, where then I'll put the drum on the other side so that the dark meat is all together for whoever wants it. Now that we have the drum and thigh out of the way, we're going to go to the wing next. What I like to do with that is to just pull it open a little bit, and again you see a V shape. Again, that's where the joint is connected, and that's where you'll be able to separate it. Then I like to leave the drumette section on. What this will do is when we go to do our breast meat, this will give you better stability. Okay, now we're going to start on our breast. As I've said before, the skin, especially get a nice crisp brown skin, you're not going to be able to cut through with your knife, and it'll dull the edge of your knife. So you are better off, just peel the skin back. Now the bone has a curve to it. So what you want to do is start to pull lightly with your hand, and with the point of your knife, just keep following along the curve of the bone, and the breast will roll right off. And you have a solid piece of breast that you let to continue cool while you do the other side, and then we'll slice. Now, nice and flat on our cutting board, we're going to take our long steak knife. Now we can see that the lines of the meat are running just like that. Against the grain, which would be against those lines, that's where we want to cut. One of the key things about your breast meat to keep it nice and juicy and flavorful is you don't want to cut it too thin to where it'll dry out as you walk across the room with the platter. So you want it to be 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch thick. And that is how I would serve it on my table.